Thank you very much. Shall we proceed?
Okay, it's 10:30, and because of the pandemic, it's impossible, not impossible, but it's not feasible to have a live meeting, and that's why we having this meeting through live stream as well as through the virtual meeting. And the live stream is through the YouTube. We are live, and if you're interested in joining any members of the public or any interested party, you may call this phone number and we'll provide information for you to join live with the meeting live. And the phone number is 309-824-4331, extension number 3. 828-4331, extension number 3. And with that said, I would turn over to Jen and for taking the attendance and the roll call.
And we are actually going to do that because of the format here. So I will make my way down the list. So for committee members, Ray Lai, we have here Kevin Cothy.
Yes.
Hands.
Or show you, if you have a camera, just sort of wave in front of it, kind of all the way through. Okay. Luke, I have you.
Here.
Jerry Stokes, I saw, there you are. Wayne, we know, is here because of the audio. My understanding is that Ryan Otto will not be joining us. Bob Nelson is here. And Dan McGee.
Here.
Martin, are you here on behalf of Isaac?
Yes, I am.
Okay, thank you. Got it.
Did you call my name, Jennifer?
Yes, I did. And I know you're here.
Okay, I had some hearing issues on my end, so
Okay.
yeah, I'm here.
We don't have Carl Olson, right? No.
Yeah, those are not members.
Right. Well, Carl is, but anyone else who's either on the phone or on our platform here that wants to identify themselves as being present, that would include IDOT staff. I have JD actually from Federal Highway. Anybody else?
Holly, right?
Oh, there's Holly.
Yep. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi.
Mary.
Is Mary on? Okay.
Yes, I think so.
And Craig Schumweiler.
Thank you, Craig. I saw you somehow.
And Mary, are you there? Mary Cram? Because you sent an email just now. Okay.
And anyone who's on the telephone who has not heard their name, please identify yourself. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Jan. So any public comments?
Yes, we do have public comments. Most of you should have received just in the last few minutes an email, which includes a document that was sent to me by the members of the Connect to the Future working group that was established by Connect Transit last summer. And it basically consists of the recommendations that emerged from the end process of that group that was approved as of January 26, 2020 by that group. I just want to read the opening paragraph or two. You will have the full document. And this, of course, will go into our appendix of public comment as part of the tip itself. So Connect to the Future work group recommendations. I'm going to take this off for a moment. Sorry. The Connect to the Future work group was convened by the Connect Transit Board of Trustees to engage the community in questions related to the essential role of transit in Bloomington Normal. As an evolving community, what do we want our mobility platform to be in Bloomington Normal? How does transit figure into the daily lives of our citizens, some of whom rely on Connect and Connect Mobility as a most basic resource? What new opportunities have we yet to imagine about what Connect might offer the entire riding public? There's a list of the work group members here, which I'll let you read on your own. It does note here that the working group was, during portions of the process, supported by consultants from Smart Growth America. And then it continues with the individual recommendations, which are number 1 through 13. And there is a section. So, what do we got?
Somebody has got this on the phone and computer audio off. So if you are joining by phone and listening by computer, you need to turn your computer volume down.
Okay. So framing ideas. We, the Connect to the Future work group, envision Connect Transit as a community-invested, well-resourced, and expertly operated public service that many in our community rely on for daily living. We want a system that is outstanding, affordable, accessible, and equitable in its care for our most transit-reliant population, as well as in its appeal to all riders. Second, offer our recommendations as an integrated systems-based approach. The more comprehensively we implement these recommendations, the more momentum we build toward the public transit system our community deserves, up to and someday perhaps including a full fare-free system. Underscore that as currently funded and operated, Connect Transit will become insolvent by 2026. This funding gap is real, and solving it is an essential top priority. And finally, emphasize that qualification for improved capture of Illinois Department of Transportation Downstate Operating Assistance Program matching dollars is the most desirable means of increasing Connect Transit's funding stream. DOPE, as it's known, will cover 65% of increased operating expenses from the changes we recommend, with the balance needed in local funding. Those are the framing ideas, and as I said, there are 13 points that follow from that are the recommendations made and which you've had sent to you. Any comments or questions on that? Apparently not.
All right. Next is for the approval of the minutes of the May 15th meeting, last virtual meeting. Any motion by Jerry? Any second?
Kevin.
Okay.
I can see you get things.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Wave at the camera.
Oh, wave like a camera. Thank you. Pass.
Okay.
Next on the agenda, kind of unusual item, and that's why we have a special guest with us, is the permission for unused or carryover metro planning funds by IDOT for statewide MPO-related purposes and projects pursuant to 23 CFR 420.109E. And our special guest today is Holly Vanderman, and she is the chief for the Planning Bureau at IDOT. And Holly, if you don't mind, if you could just give us a background on this before the committee takes action on this, please. But we cannot hear you.
Let's
Okay.
unmute you. Oh, there you go. Good.
Yeah, I was double muted. But I hope I'm not causing feedback. Okay, so good morning, everyone. I'm Holly Bieneman with IDOT, Bureau Chief of Planning. Most of you should know me. But we at the department have been working with the statewide MPOs to look into using extra planning funds that are normally used to support the MPOs to pay for things that are mutually beneficial to all the MPOs within the state. And one of those items that we are looking at is doing pavement data collection. Currently, IDOT does pavement data collection for all NHS, all functionally classified NHS and above. And so some of the NHS, the principal arterials, as you know, are on the local system. So we are collecting that. what we're looking to do now is actually go from collector and collect data, pavement data condition on collector and above. And so that'll be for the majority of the functionally classified local system. We want to alternate years in doing this. And so it would be every 2 years that this information would be available to the MPO and the counties and municipalities if they're interested in it. And we would provide that information in the form of raw data. That would include IRI, all of the federal performance measures. And then we are also planning to hire a consultant to convert that information to CRS, therefore allowing the local system to also be compared with how we rate the state system. And so what we need in order to do this is we need permission from all of the MPOs to use these funds for this purpose. Essentially, we need permission to use these funds to allow the state to spend these on things we've deemed eligible, which this would fall into. This is the only thing that we're using these funds for. Oh, I'm sorry, I take that back. We want to use them for the pavement data collection as well as a membership for the Association of Metropolitan Planning Organization and the National Association of Regional Councils. But I'll stop there. I just gave out a lot of information. Essentially, you'd be getting pavement data collection, the MPO and the locals for every road collector and above at no cost to you. We would support it through these funds. And that would happen every other year. So,
anybody have questions for Holly? If not, I would entertain a motion for the use of the funds as explained by Holly for those two areas and for this recommendation to go to the policy committee. Okay. Wayne, and Kevin, I saw Kevin's hand too, and Jerry actually. Kevin, second.
Okay.
All in favor, say aye, or raise your hand, please.
Hands up. Okay.
Oppose? Aye, or wave your hand, please.
All right.
Motion passed.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much. And this item will be forwarded.
Go ahead.
Oh, this item will be forwarded to the policy committee next Friday, a week from today. And thank you very much, Holly. And
Yes.
And yes, Jerry, you have a question?
Holly, what's the schedule on this to start occurring?
So we will actually start it this upcoming calendar year. So if you're I don't know what the schedule is for your district. Maybe Bob does, but it'll start this year and alternate.
Thank you very much, Holly. And I know you also will make yourself available next Friday to have to explain to the policy committee. So we really appreciate this and for joining us, and feel free to stay for the rest of the meeting too. And the next item is for the approval of the FY 2021 to 2025 Transportation Improvement Program, the TIP. And with that, it's also a public hearing associated with that. And I'll turn that over to Jen for this item.
Okay. So we are opening the public hearing. We have given instructions for people who want to make contributions to public comment. They can submit it to us in writing. They can do so on the telephone, although we prefer writing, but that's available. And we've had one caller trying to get into the live stream, presumably to see what we have to say and see what the comments are. Other than that, and of course, earlier on in the main public comment section of the meeting, I went ahead and read through the salient points of the contribution from the Connect to the Future working group members. Other than that, there's no public comment made, and having said that, I would entertain a motion to close the public hearing.
Okay.
Thank you, Martin.
And Jerry.
Okay, thank you. All those in favor, please wave at the camera or say aye.
Aye.
Okay, thank you very much.
Opposed.
Public hearing is, oh yes. Any opposed to closing the public hearing? None, thank you. Okay, it is closed. All right, and moving on to the main item, a couple of quick points. Unfortunately, I had to wait until yesterday to send you the final version, which includes the appendix and some other sort of cosmetic changes. And it also includes any change in the project list that I received basically up until the day before yesterday over the last week or two. It includes a correction, thanks to Bob Nelson, who pointed it out to me, so that the 2025 program for District 5 is corrected. It also includes, as I mentioned, some elements of the appendix. We have confirmation of the publication of the notices, for example, and just sort of making sure that we filled in all the blanks and that I haven't left any unfinished sentences. If anyone's had a chance to look at it and has a question or a comment, I'd be happy to address them. That being said, I will entertain a motion for approval of referral to the Policy Committee of the FY 2021-2025 Transportation Improvement Program for the Bloomington Normal MPO. Anyone? Kevin? Second? Oh, thank you, Martin. Sorry, on my screen, you're sort of down at the bottom. Okay, any further questions, comments, issues? If not,
Vote, right? Let's vote.
what?
Have we voted?
Not yet. We just have the motion. So this one, I'm just going to sort of go one by one because I think that probably in this case we need to do a roll call vote. So Ray Lai.
Yes.
Kevin Kofi. Got it. Craig Schonkweiler. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Luke, I'm going to skip you because we have Craig. So it's two per unit. Wayne Aldrich.
Yes.
Wayne, I assume you're also proxying Pam?
Yes.
Okay. Martin?
Yes.
Okay. And Jerry? Got it. Bob?
Yes.
Thank you. And Dan?
Yes.
Thank you. It is approved for referral to the Policy Committee.
Okay, thank you very much. Next on the item number 7 is the schedule for the next fiscal year, starting July of this year through, but it's not just the fiscal year, but it's through December 2021. So it's more for your information, if any questions or comments.
This retains our current schedule of the third Friday in each month. And obviously, if there are no items to come before the technical committee at that point, we will cancel a meeting. You may be wondering why we have 18 months here. We are now operating under 2 fiscal years, the state fiscal year of July to June, and the county's calendar fiscal year. So this takes us through 2021 in all of its guises. And this is kind of a tribute to Tom Caldwell, so that, you know, we have in the past not had as long a list as Tom would have liked, so this time we're really just making sure it's out there. Please let me know if you have any sort of conflicts with this. I haven't checked this yet for holidays, but on Fridays it's usually not a problem. And if anyone has any objections, let me know or say so now, but we will publish this as the intended list for the next 18 months. Dates. Any comments? Okay.
Okay, thanks, Jan. So any on agenda item number 8, any that which may arise, any discussions of any topics and items, anything, anybody? It doesn't look like it. And our next scheduled meetings will be on July 17th, next month at 10:30. And thank you for joining today on the first ever live stream meeting. And before we adjourn and get in motion, this is our first ever live stream transportation technical committee, and seems it's gone pretty well. And
We've made it to the end, and we have, it's out there for the ages now, which is a sobering thought. But on that note.
Yeah. And so I'll entertain a motion for adjournment. Okay,
Jerry?
Second, please.
Thank you, Kevin.
Thanks, Kevin. Those in favor say aye. Always your hand. Please.
Aye.
All right. Opposed? Please. Okay, motion passed. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend, and we'll see some of you next Friday at the policy committee.
Thanks again. Bye-bye.
Thanks.